down, you're about to get your hair cut. Check it out. Got space pants on, baby. Got my space pants back on. You know, because I got my cast off. Look at that. Woo! Pretty ugly, but a little bit bleached out. There ain't much of that sunbathing going on out there in the big abyss. So anyway, so since the cast is gone and I'm here, we're all going to get it on. Let's welcome you back to my personal comfort zone. I mean, the last couple of episodes have been a little bit, you know, different. We wanted to make it that way, and we did. So anyway, you know precisely what you're going to find here because you bought the ticket before. So, the newest remnant from a cool, beautiful dream will hopefully place you in a space of musical enlightenment. Oh, very poetic and poignant. Our first encounter for the canyons of your mind. That's a really wacky tune. Anyway, I'm drifting. They're called the Index. Now, what we have here is a high school basement ensemble. I mean, these cats haven't even advanced to the garage yet. I mean, dig me? I mean, like, they're playing next to the washing machine and the ironing board. Hey, I can smell the fabric softener now. Whew, whiff that up. Okay, let's catch a tune called Shock Wave. Hopefully we'll survive the spin cycle and air dry on the clothesline later. If that ain't free-floating notes, man, nothing is. It reminds me of a Twisted Link Ray, you know? Okay, we're gonna get the camera person to zoom on in. This is the cover. It's an interesting thing. It's called Originals Volume 1, 67 and 68. Here's the back. Okay, we're done with all of that beeswax. And so anyway, like I said, it reminds me of Twisted Link Ray on Too Many Sugary Sodas. Woo! I dig the crunchy goodness. Like a peanut butter that with all the nuts still in it. This platter is a mix of their 2 LPs. 2? Whoa! Dig that. I couldn't even get a 45 out. There's some downer lyrics, but mucho primitive playing and overactive teen hormones, baby. They were a Michigan crowd, and they were true to their early Stooges and MC5 by a year or so, with their first 45s, and, you know, so, okie dokie, Zonk in My Shorts next on the Nutter Bus was a load of frantic teens straight out of Washington State in 1966. Now, they're called the Velvet Illusion, and they're a 7-piece. Yikes! 7-piece? Man, splitting the door at the gig surely wasn't going to make these guys rich. Woo! I'm telling you. They were aged between 14 and 17. Well, that's a good time to start. They gained momentum by, guess what? High school hops. Big surprise there, huh? With the help of the sax players, Daddy-O, they recorded 5, I mean, count them, 5 45s in 67. So, let's drop a dime and hear a Speedy Keen ditty called Hippie Town. I've been there. So later we can head on down to Lee's Music Store, get in the sound booth, listen to a 45, and they're located on 2nd and Main, so check it out. Zoinks! Man, I'm going out of my tree. These cats are waxing my board. They split for LA and rode a wave of atomic transmissions that locked them into the local scene as well, dig this one, as a possibility of Japanese stardom. Now, dig it, the Japanese people in general are way hip to a lot of different stuff, man, music-wise. They're just, well, their whole culture's all about it. And anyways, enough of that. I'm not a sociologist. So here we go with the cover. I'm going to zoom on in for that one. It's pretty nondescript, but I like it. You know, I kind of like that minimalist thing. Somebody using a felt pen to write their name on the cover. We're going to go back outside with that one. Can you possibly dig this donut anymore? I mean, it's spewing out a horde of 45s, and they got to, well, let's see, how was I going to say that? Oh yeah, they got to the possibility of going on tour. They were seen by some kind of a Japanese promoter who watched a special, and they were on it, and he dug them. And, you know, but unfortunately, getting the offer for that tour put the whammy on these pixels. Members started dropping out, and the sax player's daddy-o, who was our manager obviously still, he was trying to replace them, and it wasn't the same, and they just dissolved into a cloud of cosmic debris. So much for misspent youth. So, enough of that sad stuff. Let's get on to something better. Let's try a different bag of psych from a multi-activated isotope called, he is called, not a band, this is a guy, and his name is Fillmore Lincoln. His real moniker was Robert Cromwell Anson. He was a jazz rock drummer who spent time with Brian Auger and Trinity with, oh, I forget that woman's name. Somebody will have to send me an email or remind me. And he also spent some time with Graham Bond. Hey, those are nice creds, I say, huh? So he got tired of that trip, and so he escaped from that galactic zoo to here, oh, not to here, but to produce his own LP, and it was called The North Wind Blew South. So let's check out that title cut, and after these taps of tripping notes land on your unconscious psyche, we'll gather at the gate. Boy, I'm having trouble with my mouth today. But there we go, back in order. little bit of ding, 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 ding. Okay, we'll gather at the Cafe A Go-Go to discuss it over some cappuccinos. Back for some more delights. Oh, before I go any farther, our illustrious camera person told me the name of that woman with Brian Auger was Julie Driscoll. Check that LP out. I mean, she had some pipes, baby, let me tell you. Anyway, moving along, here we go with Fillmore Lincoln. Now, that pretty much a shadowed out cover, but here comes the back. Now, tell me that guy ain't got sex appeal and attitude. Woo! I mean, look at it. Man, I'm telling you, it's happening. Okay, following that, man, this is, you know, I kind of think it's a soulful psych of dreamy indulgence, you know? I mean, it's it rocks my bell bottoms, ding-a-ling. Ooh, man, there's some groovy stuff here, man. Way cool. He's got pipes to pull off a heavy production LP without getting beamed into the void. Total gas of a musical novella, I'd say. I mean, really, it's a heavily produced LP that my good old pal Ennio turned me on to, and boy, I like it. I play it a lot. So, closing out our return to the gardens today is a total blast-off. Oh man, it's a gasseroni, baby! Coming by way of Tunisia, dig that, and landing in Lyon, France in '69. These truly, I guess you really can call them truly psychotronic guys. The band was called Chico Magnetic Band. That's hard one to get out, but it works. This four-piece heaviosity, I like that word, I just invented that one, of fuzz rock avant-garde, it was a masterpiece that only lasted for 30 minutes, but whew, man, really, when you listen to this record, you will sail beyond the pull of gravity and dive into a black hole only to emerge on the other side, blinded by its vast, screeching overdrive. Woo! Buckle up your goods, because this is one off the hook trip to Nowsville, baby. Let's douse the lights and hear a tune called Explosion. And when we return, that's if we return, will replace our fractured sense of reality. Swoosh, baby! Oh, these dangerous boys are playing for keepers, I'd say. And I do mean keepers. They're beyond, I mean far beyond total wigdom, baby. Woo! Let's check out the cover. It's, pretty, white bread, toasted. It's the back. Really no credits to speak of. But let's get on with the talkination of this thing. Man, this platter chatter takes off and never, and I mean never, lands. Even after it hits the inner rings of the label, I still hear vibratronical soundscapes. Woo! Play it loud. This one's flying through zones, flying through zones of weirdness with gut-wrenching vocals. This guy, oh, man, I can't even explain it. I mean, I'm going to play some of it, well, you heard some of it, but I might actually throw another cut on down the road. Anyway, gut-wrenching vocals, for sure. Fuzzy slippers, guitars, and mystical percussion. There's all kinds of that Middle Eastern thing going on there. No, not Middle Eastern, but Northern Africa thing that's really happening. You got to play this thing really loud. It's just totally relentless, man. I mean, phew, zounds, I'm exchanging air so fast I need some oxygen when I get to listen to this thing. But anyway, enough of that. With that, we come to our music from Bump City today. If you've been having the opportunity to pay any attention to that while you're listening to all my educational information. We're listening to the soundtrack to Empire of the Sun. And it's a flick from Steven Spielberg. I don't know when it was. It was a ways back. But it's a good film. It's a real good film. And, man, this is a detached groove as I could find to counterbalance our ruckus onslaught for today. So, I'm going to say a couple things about some people, friends of mine. Number one, I got to thank again Enio, my co-pilot, for finding that Fillmore Lincoln. Man, cheers, buddy! Woohoo! Also, we got a howdy doody going out there to Topper. I know he's out there. I saw that last one. He got some real winners. Woo! And we got Stoner. You know, Stoner is always buying them up on the weekend. And this other cat that I've been checking out, his name is Attic Daddy. They're good. I mean, gotta check those cats out. But hey, where's Dan, man? Dan at Dots and Loops, you know. Haven't seen Dan for a while. Hope he's doing all right. And, how about coming up for some air, Dan? The other one that I wanted to mention is a young lady, a diva of the musical variety. Her name, I don't know her name, but her show is, I'm embarrassed. I forgot it. Oh, God. Sorry, dear. I'll bring it up down the road. Always, you know, this is what you deal with. You bought the ticket. This is what you get. Brain dead. As always, come on, stay safe. Get a Fauci-ouchie for God's sakes. And please keep a lid on the weirdness out there. Just kill your TV. So, till the twain shall meet, we are all one. And I love you. Take care now.